This episode of Dan 3.0 is brought to you by Squarespace. Good morning, Pogo Tribe. It is Thursday, August 5th, 2010, and I am a little bit tired. I'm still worn out from a really long walk I went on yesterday because you guys told me to. But while it was sweaty and tiring, it was also quite a bit of fun and really good for me. It gave me time to clear my head. See, my head has been full of thoughts like, oh my god, I'm releasing a new show and I don't know what I'm going to be doing for the next year and it's so stressful. But I can honestly say that today is the first day in a while where I'm not feeling a huge amount of stress. You guys know what's good for me. Anyway, check it out. Okay, so last night it rained, so it's not quite as hot as it has been, so today I'm going to do the task that I didn't do the other day, which is to walk to a nearby city. Now, by not as hot as it has been, I mean instead of being 96 degrees, it's 86 degrees and humid. So it's still hot, so this is still gonna be a little bit miserable, I think. But maybe not, we'll see. And what I mean by nearby city is actually nearby middle of nowhere podunk small town. Hey guys, guess what I found? A dead animal! May he rest in peace. But yeah, the middle of nowhere podunk small town we're going to is called Walton, Nebraska. And one of the great things about living in Lincoln is that there are fantastic bike trails, and we're actually walking along one of those bike trails right now. It's a pretty direct route. It's 3 miles one way, so in total we're looking at 6 miles, which is a big walk, don't get me wrong, but I think I'm up for it. But I'm already kind of hungry, which isn't a good sign. Now, something that's definitely worth talking to you guys about would be my current living situation. A couple of months ago, I moved out of my mom's basement for the first time and in with my friend David. If you've been watching my videos for a long time, you probably know who David is. Lo and behold, we are approaching a street. Anyway, I figured living with David would be a great way to start Dan 3.0. You know, if I ever had to leave somewhere because you guys sent me somewhere, I mean, it wouldn't be my house, not my responsibility, right? But a couple of weeks after I move in with David, David gets this crazy, awesome whirlwind job opportunity in Los Angeles that he takes. Which leaves me with a choice. I could either do the smart thing and move out and get an apartment somewhere, or I could do a really stupid thing and say, hey David, I'll buy the house. So I did the stupid thing and told David I'd buy the house. Now, in theory, it wasn't actually all that stupid. Now is a really great time to buy a house, and if I can buy a house at the age of 20, I'll be in really great shape in a couple of years. But in practice, it wasn't that easy because I couldn't get approved for a loan because I didn't have enough established lines of credit. This is super duper exciting, I know. So for a while, I'm still living under the illusion that I'm gonna buy the house. Until Dan 3.0 starts ramping up and I realize that buying a house is a lot of responsibility and I'm in way over my head. So just last week I decided that I'm not gonna buy it. Now, I'm still gonna be living there for a little while as David tries to sell the house because it's easier to sell a house when someone's living in it. But at some point in the next few months, I'm gonna be looking for a new place to live, and I'm really sweaty right now. Now, one of the rules that we established from the get-go with Dan 3.0 is that I am in charge of my living situation. It is ultimately my choice, not yours. But I do want to keep you guys in the loop, and I am open to your suggestions. As I see it, I've got a few options. Option one would be to move back in with my mama. That would be good because rent would be low, I'd have my family support structure right there, and if I had to go anywhere as a part of Dan 3.0, again, the house wouldn't be my responsibility, wouldn't have to worry about it. I would, however, be living in my parents' basement. I mean, I love my mom, don't get me wrong, but meh. Option number two would be to just get some small apartment here in town. That way I could still be close to my family, but have some independence, and again, if I had to go somewhere as a part of Dan 3.0, I could just lock the door and go. But both options 1 and 2 kind of suck in the sense that I really miss my girlfriend. The third option I am very seriously considering is moving to Pennsylvania so that Danielle and I don't have to do the long distance thing anymore. This would be totally awesome for totally obvious reasons, but it would also be a little bit nerve-wracking because, I mean, I'd be moving halfway across the country away from my family for the first time in my life. And look, I made it to Walton! I started here and made it all the way to here. The trail continues for quite a ways, but I'm calling this good. So, I don't know, I haven't made up my mind yet, and I do not have to make up my mind yet, but any and all advice from you guys would be appreciated. Now, as I head back to Lincoln, allow me to show you some plants. Here's a plant. Here's a plant. Here's a plant. Here are some plants. Soybeans. Corn. And now, I am back. I love me some corn. So now you're up to speed as to my living situation, and I meant what I said. I really do want to know what you guys think. Tweet me, comment me, video response me, any and all feedback is appreciated. I have some exciting news. Hank Green of youtube.com/vlogbrothers fame submitted an idea in our decision engine that made it to the top. He wants me to take a road trip to Missoula, Montana, where he lives, and record a song to be on his next album. This is gonna be fun. I mean, this is gonna be a lot of fun. I'm actually a pretty musical person. And both of our last names are colors, so there's some sort of a cosmic connection going on or something, or maybe not. That's kind of weird. But it's gonna be fun. I'll keep you posted as we keep hammering out those details. And as always, before we go, a huge thank you is in order for our launch partner, Squarespace. Cheers. I'm sorry, wide angle lens. That sounded like it hurt. Squarespace is cool because if you have an awesome idea for a website, but are like me and don't know the first thing about web design, they've got your back. I have started a blog using Squarespace. It is the official blog for our show. Check it out at Dan3.0.squarespace.com. And if you would like to follow in my footsteps, head on over to squarespace.com, sign up, and be sure to use the promo code POGOBAT. That is POGOBAT, and you will receive 10% off for the lifetime of your purchase. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. Tune in again tomorrow for the thrilling conclusion to the first week of Dan 3.0.